it's all about you. Yeah, it's all about her. You're the birthday girl.
Yeah! So, my name's Luna.
My name's Nick. And that's Philip.
And that's Philip.
And this is the Boys Who Cry podcast.
Yeah, no. My
Hey,
name is
guys.
actually Felipe, and the last name is Gonzalez.
And here's the
The
crazy
F?
thing though. Philip
The F
Dead.
stands for Shaquille
Yeah,
O'Neal.
yeah, Philip's dead, guys. Oh.
Shaquille O'Neal.
For Shaquille O'Neal. For Shaquille
Alright,
O'Neal.
boys. What are we doing today, boys?
I have no idea. I'm playing Bill Bell.
we're forcing our guests to come on.
Who's
are
our
we gonna
guest?
get on? Are we gonna get on Hypixel real quick? Is that what?
I can't.
Alright, Nick can't.
And
Jay.
our guest Jay.
And this is our guest.
It's fucking a mess.
Jay. That's a horrible entrance.
You're so
Anyways,
laggy.
this is Jay. Jay, introduce yourself.
Okay.
Perfect.
Great.
Gives a great intel. All right.
Anyways, so we should try to start with our bad idea. My bad idea. And by
What's your
bad,
bad
I mean I don't know if it's gonna work or not. So we're gonna play a game called Citation Needed. In front of me I have a Wikipedia article, and I'm gonna read.
Oh God.
I'm
what
gonna-
the fuck?
I'm gonna read out things, and I want you guys to answer it, and I'll ding.
Oh shit. Nick
Wait,
doesn't
what?
need shit for this shit.
Wait,
Hold on,
what?
Nick
Hold
really
on.
made
I'm gonna
shit for
ask
this.
you questions about a Wikipedia article I have in front of me. Like, by the way, the error bars are pretty big here, and you can
Oh,
like
God.
throw out ideas. So I'm gonna give you
Oh,
the name
God.
of the article.
Oh
so-
God.
So we're gonna
Google stuff.
don't Google stuff. This is completely like
We really
guessing.
gotta.
Okay,
Oh my god.
Hold on, everyone,
Alright.
shut up. I'm about to beat the shit. Is there like a winner? Cause it's gonna be me. All right. go.
Yeah, sure. I'm not keeping track of points, but there will be a winner at the end. So we're gonna be
Alright,
talking
hold on.
about Grape-kun.
Gra-
What's it called?
Grape-kun?
What is it?
Grape-kun, as in Kun. Grape-kun.
I have no idea what that is.
So just throw out some ideas here. Like you can throw.
Grape-kun.
Yeah.
Is it like an insult?
No, it's not an insult. It is definitely a thing.
Is it a
Dang.
food?
Is it a
Is it-
food? No.
Yeah.
Is it a soda? It's
no.
not like a soda.
Grape
No.
soda.
Is it-
I'll
wait,
I'll
wait,
give
wait,
you a
wait.
point. I'll give you a point for soda because this doesn't ding.
It's a drink.
Is it
There was a
drink?
drink. There was a drink called Loving Grape named after Grape-kun.
After this,
Yes.
What? Okay, is it is it an American thing?
No.
Or is it a okay?
Where is it
Chinese?
from?
Do you want to guess where it's from?
Is it eight?
Sweden.
Korean?
Huh? Okay, you all cut out there.
Sweden.
No. Grape-kun.
Germany.
No.
Korean.
Coon.
It's not. You're close with Korean.
Australia.
No. You're close with Korean.
Australia.
Russia.
Chinese?
No.
Russia.
Russia.
I just said
Coon.
Russia.
Yeah, but you're so laggy. Coon.
Coon. It's
Coon.
okay. It's in Asia.
America?
No.
Asian.
Oh, you with the
Coon.
It's in Asia. Somewhere in Asia.
Oh.
Guess the country.
Oh, Asia.
Any country.
Thailand.
No.
Fuck.
Japan.
Yes,
Ah,
Japan.
shit.
Japan.
All right.
It's Japan, cause Coon is a honorific.
Alright, I got a point.
How the fuck do you expect us to know that?
I
You're
thought
the
you-
only one out of all of us that got a
brain.
All right,
Okay,
so
continue.
all right, who or what is Grape-kun? Because Coon is for like a male person or pet, kind of thing.
Is it? It's a thing.
So it is a thing.
Repeat that. Is it an action?
It is not an action. It is a person or thing, or person or animal. So you guess, person or animal.
What?
It's
I was
not
thinking
no,
it
it's
was like
not
a
an
sex
animal.
thing. I was like, okay.
Nah, this is. I'll say it's an animal that's associated with colder climates.
A polar bear.
No.
Fuck. A penguin.
Yes, it is a
Okay.
it's a Humboldt penguin. I'm not
Alright, let me
gonna.
get to point.
So throw out some crazy ideas. Why is Grape-kun, this penguin, famous?
Why does it? It's not a
Dude,
drink.
I don't know.
Just throw out some stupid ideas. Just throw out some
keep thinking
stupid
of the
ideas.
drink. Okay.
The drink is not
It's
even gonna
pa-
come in.
It's popular because
Is
of
it
a
a
penguin.
band?
It is not. It's not a band. I'll
Is
say.
it a
Is it
song?
a show?
Was it a
No.
cartoon? Was it in a cartoon or
I'll-
a show?
I'll-
Is it a show?
It has something to do with
It was an
cartoons.
anime.
It has something to do with the anime. Yes, I will give you a point for that.
Alright, Jay gets a
Okay.
Gay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so I'll say it right here. His attachment to a cutout of a character from an anime earned him international fame.
Okay. So hold on. Is it a real penguin?
This is
Yeah,
a
is it
real
real?
penguin.
It's a real penguin.
Okay.
Located in Tobu Zoo,
They got
in Japan.
penguins in Tokyo?
Tobu.
They got
That is
them.
okay. Tobu Zoo is not in Tokyo. I'm not gonna. You guys wouldn't know the prefectures of Japan,
Tokyo?
but I'm sure they would.
In Asian countries. Wow.
So, he was born in Tokyo, though.
Okay.
Alright.
Everyone, shut up. We need to discuss.
Do you want to know? So why is his name Grape? Why is his name Grape or like
Is he
Gudepu?
purple?
Is he blue?
It has something to do with purple. It's like identification.
Is the anime character
Does
purple?
he like grapes?
No. No, it's something like
Wait, does it have to do with grapes at all?
no. It's
What
more of
has
a
to do with
color.
The color.
From the color
Okay,
purple.
Okay. Did he do something?
No. It's how you would like know. Hey, this is Grape-kun. It's a form of identification.
Does he wear a hat?
No.
Does he walk around with grapes in his hand?
No.
Does he
Is
plant grapes? I don't think that's how that works.
Does it have purple
Does he
fur or
eat
something?
grape seeds?
No. It's,
Seeds.
again, it's identification that the zoo would use to make to know who he is.
He's got
A
big
grape
balls.
tag.
I'll give Jay that. It's a tag. It's a purple ring placed on his wing.
Did no one hear what I said?
What'd you
don't know.
say?
It's okay. It's okay.
What'd you
It's
say?
okay. Nothing. Don't worry about it. All right. He's got a little blue thing, so he's
Purple.
a
He.
It's purple. That's what blues are.
Okay.
So
it has
lost.
a-
Topic
Everyone
is so
shut
far
up.
off. We're all so lost.
You're all
Okay.
very lost right now. So we have Grape-kun, who is a penguin
penguin
at a
in-
zoo, and
in
his name is
Tokyo.
Grape because not in Tokyo. This is not in Tokyo. He was born in
But-
Tokyo, but
He
he
was born in Tokyo.
he
or whatever.
he has a purple ring around his around his wing.
Okay, to identify him.
to
That's how
identify
they
him.
identify him as a great coon.
This
Is he a coon because he has that weird obsession with the fucking
no.
anime?
No, coon is just
Coon is
I'm quoting here, a Japanese honorific used when speaking to younger males.
Okay.
So it's-
okay. So
My bitch go loco.
Thank you.
great, yeah.
Speaking of bitches, he had a mate called Midori.
Oh, was it a dog?
Midoriya?
Midori. It ends there, Midori. What
Yeah,
happened?
that's all I need.
What happened with his relationships with Midori?
They split up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
that's-
did Midori do?
Because
She-
he cheated on them.
He ate his fingers.
Penguins don't have fingers.
I don't know, some animal shit.
It is something you would associate probably even within human relationships.
They
They
cheated
cheated.
on each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that to Luna. Midori.
So-
This is my
Yeah, I'm
favorite.
lacking.
This is my favorite word, like from Wikipedia. Midori later left him for a younger penguin, which led Grape-kun to become isolated from other penguins.
Oh.
That is my.
That nigga cheated.
that was Midori's fault. Midori left him.
Oh, she. Damn. That. Or
um,
he. I heard penguins can be gay. Sorry.
I think Midori is a very.
I heard somewhere that penguins can be gay.
I heard someone from an anonymous source.
Okay.
So in 2017, the zoo he was at, how did this cutout of an anime character come into the zoo?
Some little kid dropped it.
No.
Or like a magazine or something.
The zoo did this.
This.
The zoo.
The zoo purposely
But
put those in there. Why?
'Cause
Wait,
it was
wait,
only-
wait. What was first? What was first? The animal or the anime character?
The animal came. Grape-kun came to the zoo before the character, the cutouts were placed there.
Okay, so
Okay, so they were placed there after or before he was left alone.
I believe it was after he became isolated.
So it's because he was isolated.
No, this is okay. So they did it.
I'm so lost. Dude.
I am too, and I'm the one
I'm
explaining it, and I
not
have the
what
article in
this
front of me
is.
right here. So, the zoo they wanted something, so they put like cutouts from an anime there. Like what?
They wanted something like a viral video or something.
Yeah, was it a viral video?
It wasn't a viral video, but it was obviously it was something coming in.
What?
Like they
Was
wanted
it like an attraction maybe? So they
no.
wanted people to come to the.
They- Yeah, that I'll give you the point there. They wanted
Word.
they wanted to attract visitors, so they got
Okay,
So they named the penguin Grape-kun.
No, they didn't name him.
After-
no.
They
Oh,
put.
they didn't name
Okay.
him.
No, dumbass, they put cutouts of it. Are you not listening?
I'm fucking lost, dog.
Okay,
I
let's
know,
recap a little. Let's recap, all right? So there's a penguin in Tokyo. Wait, no.
No.
There's it.
There's two penguins in a zoo in Japan, and one of them, the girl mate cheated on the guy penguin and went to go live with the younger penguin, if you will. And then he started getting isolated and very lonely. So the people
No.
the people of the zoo were like, "Hey, what if
This is
we
unrelated. The zoo putting the cutouts was unrelated from Grape-kun so far.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The zoo was putting in the cutouts to attract visitors to the entire zoo because it was not just in like, the enclosure for Grape.
So they was putting cutouts of those characters.
to attract people.
By the
to
way, like
zoo.
the anime they were doing,
This penguin.
all the characters were I'm guessing I'm guessing here because I'm stupid. All the characters were kind of like human representations of animals.
Oh.
It was
What
that's
anime?
yeah.
What's the anime?
Kimono Friends, supposedly.
Kimono Friends. Word.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, I did not know about this before now, so I'm really confused and lost.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
but
speaking of penguins, did you guys hear about that lady in Indiana that two gay penguins?
is this where you heard about it from?
Absolutely nobody got that because it was Parks and Recreation reference. Okay, sorry. Go on, Nick.
Come on. So yeah, all the characters were anthropomorphic for they were human representations of animals.
Right.
There was a character, lovely, there's tons of use, Hululu, was placed outside Grape-kun's enclosure, and she was, so why would she be there? What animal was she?
Was she a penguin?
Yeah, it was the same exact penguin too, because they were both Humboldt penguins.
Right.
So what would Grape-kun do?
He was trying to kiss her. He was trying to fuck her.
Fell in love with her.
I'm gonna give Luna the point for trying to kiss her because he would try to reach out and grab the cutout.
He was trying to hug her.
But he would also stare at the cutout for hours.
Jay's the penguin.
Jay is Grape-kun. That's all I've
Okay.
established here. What did the zookeepers have to do so that he
Remove the thing. So he'd
remove
not
the
stare at it. the
they had to remove something.
The man.
Remove
the
the
penguin.
They
They
had
had
to remove the penguin. They had to separate Grape-kun from the cutout so he would eat.
Aw.
That's
Oh,
just.
literally, I was thinking that. I was like, so he wouldn't starve.
So, and this is where the drink comes involved. The zoo created a drink because he got international fame at this point, and they created a drink called Loving Grape, described as a perfect embodiment of the penguin's relationship.
Aw.
Well,
Tag yourself. I'm the first penguin that left him.
Is
You're
he
Miko.
dead or is he still alive?
He is dead.
When
He
did this
died.
happen?
He died 2017, 12th of October. So he was 21 years old.
Damn, that nigga lived. so sad.
Yeah, so he earned fame. The voice actors for Hulu, I'm not gonna pronounce the name.
I'm the voice actor.
Ikuko Chikuta, I'm mispronouncing that obviously. She
Nice.
visited him.
Oh,
Why'd she visit him? Because it wasn't just because, hey, this is my character kind of thing.
Yeah.
Grape-kun.
Why'd she go there?
Oh, okay.
Why did the voice actors for the
Because he died.
no, this was before he died.
Oh.
Oh.
To get some money. To sue him.
No. I'll give you get some money as a part of an educational event on penguins. She went there to, I guess, teach about penguins.
Oh,
That's not getting money.
I mean, tell me she wasn't getting paid for that.
Getting money, but not to get money. She didn't go to get money.
I mean,
A festival was planned, but what happened?
He
it was
died.
canceled because he died.
I'll give Jay the point there because she said it first. His health began to decline, and
Guys,
and died on October 12th. What did the zoo do?
They celebrated
Made
his
Made it.
memorial.
What are they called? Shrines?
Memorial.
I would give Jay the point because that's the exact word. Zoo Personnel created a small shrine in his honor.
I'm lagging
How many
behind,
points do
bro.
I
I got
got?
1 point.
I don't know. I'm not keeping track. Phillips has like -8 right now.
I have 1 point.
Are you almost done with the story?
I'm almost done.
Alright,
People pay tribute with a hashtag, and people they drew illustrations.
Alright.
And what did the zoo do? What did they put in
Hashtag
the?
dead penguin.
No! Oh my god!
Oh my god, Jay. Hashtag grape juice.
Hashtag.
Hashtag grape juice.
I'll give you a point if you
Biggest
guess the
one.
hashtag.
Hashtag grape coon.
Jay got the point there. Hashtag Grape-kun. People
Okay.
posted illustrations. Or what did the zoo in 2018, January 2018? What did the zoo place in the enclosure?
Fuck, I don't
Picture of
know.
the girl.
One of the illustrations.
They filled it with like gifts or stuff.
Who said the girl?
Was it this shrine?
Oh, me.
No, I'm gonna give Luna the point there. It was like a cutout of the character and an illustration of
I
Grape-kun.
said that.
I'll
Him.
give you the point too, Philip. You get another point.
I have 1 point.
You got 2 now.
Well, yeah.
And here is Grape-kun and
I'm gonna cry.
If I He's dead though.
Bro.
Jay and Luna tied if that's the end of it.
I'm gonna say Luna got a lot of points there. I'm gonna say Luna won that one.
No, I've been keeping track.
No, you fuck what?
Yeah. I've been
I
keeping
didn't.
track.
I
got 2. Luna got 5.
There's probably
and Jay
been
got
points
5.
where I didn't say have a point.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, boys.
There you go. We're starting off strong, boys.
Now we
Now
are
do something
shifting-
that I can maybe.
Can you shut the fuck
understand.
up?
Please.
Anyways,
My
now
feet are
we're
cold.
shifting from that,
Shifting
and
from.
I'm gonna give y'all a good topic that's gonna ease us into this episode.
Do aliens. Let's do
Big
aliens.
talk. Can you?
Jesus Christ.
I'm
Hey,
leaving.
I
I'm
just-
leaving.
Jesus.
Are you
Welcome
done
back.
talking?
was you not gonna say aliens?
Anyways, okay. So,
Alright, fine. Then you won't hear it.
okay. We're gonna
We-
discuss about your weirdest fear.
Okay.
Okay.
Weirdest fear.
I'm gonna let y'all
I don't got.
let that sizzle
okay.
in for a little. Think about
I
it.
really don't.
I'm gonna let
about
everyone
it.
else think about it because
Okay.
I have mine.
I have
Literally,
mine for
literally
sure.
don't
I
have one at all.
don't know.
All right, so let that sizzle in. Think about it. Be like, I'm kind of scared of this, and that's kind of
Just
weird.
smooth, just
I
spread some
don't.
butter over.
Yeah, like just think about it. All right, who wants to go first?
I can't think.
Word. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really.
It's like a weird something.
Are you guys that slow?
I
No,
don't
like,
have
is it
anything
that
I'm
hard for you?
scared of really.
No, it's like I'm not scared of any weird things. It's not like I'm slow. I just
Yeah,
don't
mine aren't
really
weird.
got any weird fears.
Like, okay, sir. Nick,
Alright.
you wanna go?
Yep. I
Maybe
have
I'll be able to think of one once you.
in my weird fear is like the fear of like breaking my fingers. That
What?
is
What?
like I don't know why like I just get really like scared if like I'll bend my finger a little too far back and it'll like break. That
Ooh,
that's what
Ooh,
I'm
I
scared
have
of.
one. I got one. I got one.
that's weird. When did that start? Like when you were
I
little?
don't know why. Like I think my fingers probably got bent back a little too hard and like I don't know. And there's also like this like fucking Vine of this guy like bending his fucking thumb back and it was
shit.
Ugh.
and I saw that and
That
I
makes me
freaked
think of
out.
one, but
that
it's a
one.
really specific one.
Okay. Jay,
Yeah,
go.
I got one too.
All right, go.
So I have like this fear. This is so embarrassing. I have this fear of vacuums.
Okay, dog.
Alright, explain that one, please.
Please
Did a vacuum
elaborate.
suck your
When I was
coochie
a
off?
kid, when I was a kid, my mom was vacuuming, and she was like dancing or whatever and vacuuming, cause like mom, and she had like her earbuds in or whatever, like her little earbuds with her iPod connected to her chest, and I was like, okay, mom. And then
That's
so
me.
I was walking to my room, and this woman runs my toe over with the vacuum, and it like cuts my toe in half.
Oh,
So
bro.
And it like ripped my toenail off.
Never mind. All right, that's where that one stopped.
No, listen, I'm not doing it. It was one of those bulky ass vacuums. Hold up.
It was fucking Hoover the vacuum.
It sucked their toe in and then just disappeared. It's gone. Alright, boys.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. This bitch sucked. This bitch really.
Imagine, that's just terrifying. I get it.
That bitch fucking brings its cord up to Jay's foot and it starts sucking.
He's just. Okay, Philip, go.
I'm trying to find this vacuum.
Me?
Yeah.
So mine is crashing in a car.
That's not weird.
That's not weird.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's not
Okay,
what
fine. Hang on, I'll get a weirder one. Have you seen those videos of people doing fucking arm wrestling and they break their arm?
Yeah.
Arm wrestling,
That-
I'm going like real hard. I always get really scared that that's gonna happen because it's really
Yeah.
like I'm feeling it in
Yeah,
my
me
arm.
too,
I'm like,
whenever I'm
oh.
like-
Like when
I
you
don't
see
know,
that, you don't want to go a little too hard. You don't want to push
Yeah.
yourself.
because
Oh, I
you know,
found
come on. Anything can happen to
Jay
the
just
arm
had us.
wrestling.
Dude, and the thing is, it's like it's so much pressure when they're like, because they're usually holding the same amount of weight. That's why it's like so much pressure, and then it just
You
breaks
can-
someone's arm.
Because when
Yeah.
you're doing arm wrestling and you go super hard, you can feel it in your arm. Like you can feel the stress in your arm.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know if I should keep going because I might break my fucking arm.
That's
So-
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you all the vacuum that ran over my toe.
That
It
sucked
was
my
the
toe
one-
in.
The one. It was the gray one. I don't know.
Yo, that's damn.
Why is that photo like 2 pixels?
It's like 2 pixels.
It's
Okay.
It's
old.
about 2 pixels.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's a fucking old ass vacuum. I think my. Anyways,
The
I
cloth
always like
ones.
hug my toes in whenever I'm near a vacuum. I'm like,
why is this
I
photo?
was thinking they cut the thing up in Jay's toes in there.
Aw.
Like it's a clean cut. Like.
Oh, it's perfect.
my toe didn't come off.
Jay, send me
It's
pictures.
just-
I gotta make sure they're all there.
Semi-topic. It was just like just like. Oh, it's bad.
It just came right off.
Oh shit.
Oh,
It's
that's
just
so
like-
good.
Flat feet.
You got no toe either.
Want that throw your balance off? I'm not having a toe.
Yo.
It's like, she tossed it.
Yeah, that would throw your balance
How it's
off.
supposed to be.
Jay, can you stand up right?
Okay, Jay. Jay sent me a picture of your feet.
Oh my god, literally, and I didn't get to see it, bro.
Okay, boys.
Bro,
Do you guys want
Alright.
my weird fear thing?
Yes,
Sure.
we all said something.
This is. Okay, Nick.
I want some. I want some Ritz right now, bro. Anyways.
He said,
Okay.
"Snack time."
So, I don't know how to really explain this, but okay, you guys know how I'm scared of worms, right?
Mhm.
And I'm scared of that's weird itself, and I'm scared of spiders, like tiny spiders.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Me too.
The thing is, I'm
That's
not
understandable.
yeah, I'm not scared of like them alone. Well, worms, yes, but I'm scared of a bunch of little tiny things. Like
Yeah, no, I understand. No, no, no. Have you seen those videos of like
don't stop.
spider sacks being
Stop.
broken and a bunch
No.
of spiders fucking
Stop.
crawl out?
Stop.
Oh my
Stop.
god.
My if
Stop.
Google is listening in onto this, my YouTube recommendations are gonna be fucked.
Okay, here's the thing though. It's gotten to the point where we were hanging things up for my sister's birthday, and my mom had a bucket of a bunch of
Why is every bitch in my county at this Shawn Mendes concert except me?
Thank you, Jay.
okay. It's gotten to the point where when I look at like a bunch of what are those things? A push pins?
Mhm.
It freaks me out.
Thumbtacks.
Like
Really?
And my dad brought a bunch of pumpkin seeds, and they were so tiny and
Oh
so
my
many. I had a panic attack. Like
Pumpkin seeds are
it's
fucking huge. I don't know what you're talking about.
no pumpkin seeds are
Pumpkin
tiny.
No, pumpkin
Yeah, they're
seeds are
like-
huge.
You were
Oh
dumb.
well, I
seeds-
mean like the tiny ones. Those it
Oh.
scared me. Yeah, just stuff like that. Like a bunch of tiny things, and then that weird like hole thing where
Oh, yeah, the holes.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
No. Ew, yeah, no, no, no.
I
Wait,
know.
That's
Have you seen the ones with in the hand?
Mhm,
Ugh.
mhm.
Oh my god.
Trypophobia.
I get dizzy when I see that. Like it's so bad.
I
Ugh.
didn't.
It's just weird looking. It looks like not right. It just doesn't look
Yeah.
right. And for some reason, it's just gross. It's gross.
Yeah, and then
It's not like scary or anything. It's just gross.
Yeah.
It's
that and a bunch of like pimples like like over and over again. Ugh, like warts. Ugh, it grosses me out. It's so weird.
All right,
Okay.
all right. New topic.
Okay.
You
yeah.
got it, bro.
Ooh,
Nick,
okay,
you should
okay,
edit this
okay,
like
okay.
a Call Me Carson video.
Yeah.
All right.
No one
The AA
reacted to
building girl.
that. Okay.
I'm trying to enjoy my
buildings
Ritz.
in the city next to me are on fire.
The what?
The AA buildings.
AA building.
AA building.
Isn't that like the Alcoholics Association?
Alcoholics
Something like
Anonymous.
Jay, I'm not an
Yeah, yeah, that-
alcoholic, so I would.
Mhm.
that. I'm not either.
Are you sure about that?
All right, guys.
All right, guys.
All
Alright,
right,
guys.
guys.
Hey, guys.
Sorry, guys. I'm
Alright.
applying to someone real quick. Guys,
Be professional. Get off your phone.
I'm not on my phone actually, guys.
Alright.
Guys,
Hey, guys.
We can just cut this part out. We can cut this part.
You guys want some?
This is the break. No, this is the break.
Yeah, everyone break.
This is our
I gotta
break.
pee for a little.
I'm gonna go get
Like
a
for
drink
reals?
because I can't fucking wash down these Ritz.
okay.
Alright. Snack break. Everyone, take like 5 minutes.
All right, boys. We're back, boys. Hey, guys.
Okay.
Guys.
Hey guys,
We're loud because we have snacks, but
Luna,
Deal
can
with
you
it.
ship me a bag for I can't
Or
say
chocolate.
A bag?
a
Yeah.
bag.
A bag of chocolate?
Actually, in Mexico, they drink that stuff in bags.
Really?
Mhm.
No, you drink
Send me
a
a bag of it.
bag though. You should
Okay.
put in like a fucking thermos or something. I don't fucking know.
Or you can make it yourself.
Yeah, it's like yeah, it's.
Okay,
I mean, I'm pretty sure
Okay,
it's simple.
here it is. So, I think I already know Nick's answer, but here it is. I'm gonna give you guys a minute to think about it. But what was your school or your school year known for? Like, what was the thing that they did?
That day.
I
Okay.
gotta think.
I forgot Philip was homeschooled, but it's
I
fine.
gotta think. Let me def-
I gotta think, because if it was like the entire, like their entire class, then I have to kind of think a little
Right.
bit. But obviously, if it's just me,
I got it.
I gotta think a little bit.
I'll start off. I have 3,
Huh?
but all of them aren't pretty bad. But okay. First one, I'm starting from youngest or smallest grade to okay. We were at an assembly and
Mhm.
some kid had his hands in his sweater, right? And my teacher was like, "You better take your hands out, you're gonna fall." He was like, "No, I'm fine." And so he kept doing it. And he,
Oh boy.
gory by the way, he fell head first into the cement and scraped up a little bit of his flesh. So his flesh was like scraped up against his own face.
Mm.
And he was bleeding all over the floor, and my teacher had to escort all of us out so we couldn't see him die.
I almost dropped my shit.
Philip's so
Um,
shocked.
Yeah, so can you imagine how traumatizing that is for a 5th grader?
God, ugh.
Okay. Second one is we had a sub. She was this like little Indian woman,
Mhm.
and she kept threatening us, not by like, "I'm gonna leave a bad note for your teacher." She was like, "You guys are gonna become hobos." I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
And she just kept threatening the class, like they'd raise their voice a little, and she's like, "You guys are gonna be worthless," or whatever. And so some guy, forgot who he was, I never really knew him, but he went off on her. She started crying and she left.
She just left the
Never saw
school.
her again. She left the school. So we
Right.
were alone with the teacher for like 3-4 hours before someone was like, "We should probably tell somebody."
Bro, you were just living in the moment.
Yeah, we made a teacher quit. We made a sub teacher quit her job because he just went off on her, and we were just so horrible to her that she quit. And she like had a mental breakdown. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure we didn't do that. I'm pretty sure she had like something going on that
Hmm.
she just kept saying that, and she just quit. And it was pretty cute. It was great.
This isn't the last.
Thank you. Mm-mm.
Anyways.
This girl, 6th grade, 13. She got pregnant
Oh boy.
Oh.
by a teacher's son
Oh boy.
Nice.
who was 17.
Oh boy.
Damn.
Hmm. That teacher later quit
What-
because she couldn't take it.
Did that perhaps was that perhaps the guy? No, okay. I was gonna say it's probably the guy from fucking parkour, but obviously
Huh? Hold on.
the guy in parkour who was like hitting on that 12-year-old. That one time.
Oh,
Wasn't his name like
I
Alex or
forgot
something?
about that. Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name.
Mm-mm.
I remember that vividly.
Can I go?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So, the first one is, I think it was in 5th grade. So, we have intermediate school. Do y'all know what that is?
No.
It's like
Is
there's
it-
elementary school, intermediate school, middle school,
Isn't
high
that is
school.
that like Okay, no, I was about to say middle school.
Is it like? Cause
It's 5th and 6th grade.
Okay.
oh, never mind. I thought she meant like high school and shit, like how me and Alex. But
No.
no, never mind. Sorry, go on.
Okay. So, I was in intermediate school,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and basically, we went into lockdown once because someone broke out of jail and came with a knife. It was like,
Oh. He was over like he was like scraping on the walls and writing like
It was like a-
that.
like end up what he like.
the classroom.
Can we talk about how like okay?
Did you
I know
see him?
people are
Did you
always
see him?
making jokes about like school shooters and shit.
Hi.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I've been in like 6.
It's-
Not
I would
Yeah,
have
but, like-
ran. Well, I would have ran.
No,
I would
like
have
the
You
thing
wouldn't
is,
know.
you can't because
like you
Well, it
literally,
depends.
you are
Scared.
locked in a classroom and they
It's-
would literally
Yeah.
track you down and kill you, bro.
Yeah, because they have a grudge against. Oh my god, it truly pisses me off that they think like I get it that these kids are like not okay to think that that's a good thing to do, but they deserve to like do time not just going to therapy. Like these dudes
Exactly.
need to know that this isn't okay. You have a mental illness, that's fine, but you need to know that if it's not, we're not going to treat you differently. You are a human,
We're gonna do
and
mass murder.
like that's like horrible. And
Exactly.
Well,
kids are always
the,
like, I hope your
the thing is,
school
I'm
gets shut up.
the
It's
well
scary.
for the way they think. Like they think they know it's not okay, but they just don't care.
Because
Yeah.
it's it's probably because of personal grudge, but then they can probably lie about
They know what they're
I'm
doing.
ill.
They just whatever they
Mm-hmm.
hate, they hate it so much that they don't care about whatever they're doing. They just
Yeah.
do it.
But
What
anyway,
pisses me off is that sorry, hold on.
no, you can go ahead. Just keep
Is
going.
that people tend to like ignore the fact that it is their fault. It's their fault. But same as how someone pushed them so far that they thought this was the only solution. Same with when
Mhm.
like killing yourself.
Like the
Like
one shooting in Florida.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
that
Which
dude.
one?
Yeah, he was
Well,
bullied.
Yeah,
He like to the
bullied
point of
they
like
get they get
so bad
pushed so
that
far
he.
that they think it's like the only thing they can do.
Like
They get
that
so mad and so angry and they're so confused. Just
Yeah,
yeah,
like
like
that-
this
like-
is like my final resort.
yeah, and that kind of
it's extremely sad. Like they've been pushed to the point of like they think this is fine, but then it's the thing of they thought this was fine.
yeah,
Even
and I
in
think
that
that
state.
kind of counterattacks what I said that they have to do time, but it's kind of like it's a hard spot because you can't just be like send him to jail. Like no, this dude was pushed to the edge. Like he was pushed to his limit because he just couldn't handle them getting bullied. And then that gets me to like where it pisses me off because
Um,
schools like to say that they are anti-bullying, but when it's brought up into the light, they
they
turn the
don't
other way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, have you seen there was a video I watched and it was of like a school shooter before he did it, and he was
Mhm.
fucking. Here's the thing that was really fucking. It was fucked up, and it kind of like scared me a little bit because he was when he was recording the video, he talked about it like it was a normal day at school.
Is
Like
that
he was
the
like
guy from? Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Who?
Yep.
He was talking about it. He was like, so I'll bring my AK into school. Like
Like
he was
it was
talking
that.
about
It was like a
normal
fucking
day at
like
school. And
Yeah,
Like
that,
someone
like he
linked
was.
this
that
video.
shows
What
you
is
that
this
he's
video?
fucking mentally insane. That shows you that
Yes.
he's like
Like
he
he's
doesn't
just
care.
so like.
He's so out
He's
of
so
it. that
out
he's
of it.
fucking-
He's so
it's literally normal
desensitized.
to him.
And it's weird because you don't know who to trust anymore to know that he was always like this or no, people pushed him to be like that.
Yeah.
Like you can't, and the kids knowing them, they would try to save their asses and be like, no, he's always been like that. And
Y'all know
so
that
you
dude
can't really
Elliot Rogers?
Elliot, right? Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
know.
He wasn't bullied though. He literally just didn't get a girlfriend. And
Yeah,
was
he
like,
he didn't get a girlfriend, so then
everything's about to
he went on a
Oh
rampage.
my god.
There's also Mr. Mr. Anime on YouTube. 'Cause
Who's that?
He was a YouTuber who did
Oh right.
he did like movie reviews and like anime things like that, and I forgot what happened. He made a video. I forgot why he did it. I don't remember why off the top of my head, but he made a video called Mr. Anime explaining something, and
Mr. Anime?
he describes
I remember this.
He killed his family.
yeah, he killed his family. Yeah, thank you. He
Trace Sessler,
killed his family.
Trace Sessler.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name was Trace Sessler.
Trace Lester.
and his-
And he
Okay,
killed his
Nick,
family.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he killed his family. And then he regretted it. He regretted doing it. Like he wrote. I'm pretty sure he
I
wrote.
found the.
Was it in his like family's blood or was it like in a normal note? I forgot. But
I
anyway,
found a document on it.
yeah, but, like
Okay.
he wrote like an apology. Like he didn't know he became desensitized, killed his family, and then came back to reality, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's when like
Bitches are insane.
no, because here's the thing though, because I'm not gonna say that I get it, because hold on, but there
I
Hold
he
on.
would be like
Hold up.
he would be like
Wait,
angry, right? Like just in an he would do it impulsively.
yeah, to see, like that's what I'm saying. That
Mhm.
they get pushed so far that they're not themselves anymore, and they just don't care.
But
Like they're in such a state of like anger and confusion that they do
Yes.
something that's way out of proportion that they themselves, like the actual personality, doesn't even understand.
right,
Uh,
yeah, and that's like, and the thing is that it can also be like they didn't get any help at the beginning. because I'm sure there's little things where they'd snap really quickly, like in a video game or like stuff
Yeah,
like that,
but
where they'd
it's
snap and like do something like bad, like break a
Mhm.
window or like punch their wall or shit like that, and then it still doesn't hit them. It's like, okay, that's when their parents should start realizing like, hey, this kid needs to get help, right?
If you punched
Mm.
a wall,
uh,
Yeah,
uh,
stuff like that.
Anyway, to add on to Sussler, I'm actually reading up on it now.
Yeah, hold up, hold up.
Yeah, apparently
Hold
he
on,
was
man.
planning on shooting up his high school, and so he wanted to kill his family just so they couldn't interfere.
Yeah.
And he
Oh my
didn't
God.
make it.
He
to
didn't.
the goal?
He became. I'm pretty sure he came to reality after killing his family, and then like he just couldn't go through with it. Like
that's horrible.
the goal like it's on real Wiccan
So
real life villains
he
fandom, and
hold up.
the goal
Oh
is
my
commit
God.
a mass shooting failed.
It says the way he killed. Oh man, it tells you the way he killed his mother.
Oh
His
Tell
no.
me.
mother,
that
father,
Tell me.
and
he
brother. I'm
he
fairly
took
confident.
he took his mother out of the garage, like he showed her to the garage, and then he shot her in the chest from
Oh
point
my
blank.
God.
God.
Imagine
Why
going
did-
to the
And
garage and seeing
yeah,
yourself
that's
blood
literally
on
that
the
After
he
ki-
literally just brung her out to the garage and just shot her.
After committing the
Like,
act, he wrote
no
down on the
resistance.
walls, "quote Why did I do this? I love my mom, dad, and brother."
His brother, was his brother younger?
Yeah,
I'm
Oh
fairly confident.
he said I miss my brother and father and mother, and then he said, God, please forgive me because I can't forgive myself.
Oh my God.
That's
As you
fucking
shouldn't.
scary. That's scary.
literally
His goal was to
horrible.
kill at least 70 people, and he apparently been planning this for years and drew inspiration from Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold.
Oh my God.
Motherfuckers be
bad.
drawing
He
inspiration from other killers.
killed like his mom.
Yeah.
I couldn't even
Like the parent, this literal
Cause
parent
like
who
fuck my dad.
birthed him.
But my mom, oh my God. Imagine your baby, your son.
turning.
Oh
Killing
my
you.
God.
Yup.
And I'm gonna bring this like to out of this kind of out of it, but there's like a fandom I'm pretty sure called
A fandom.
The people that are obsessed with like shooters and stuff.
Yep, the
Oh my
the
God.
true crime community or something like that, and like
Why?
it's basically like standing mass murderers and school shooters and things like that,
God.
and it's horrible. Like
Yeah.
there's the people like fantasizing over Klebold
Ted
and
Bundy?
Harris and and Ted Bundy.
Mhm.
There was
Like bitches.
His name was
Ooh,
So many people doing stuff for like Ted
Production.
Bundy.
yeah,
Mhm.
on TikTok, people were doing that. They were like fantasizing over Ted Bundy. I was like, you all don't understand the fact that like
What the fuck?
he's like done so much
Yeah.
bad
Mhm.
shit.
Hey, I
and
found
it's
his
gonna
YouTube
be that
channel.
He's like
Ted Bundy's?
Here, I'll put it in the
You
chat.
found Ted Bundy's YouTube channel?
No, then no, the Mr.
Oh, that's Mr. Anime.
Oh my God, that
I
scared
was
the
like,
shit.
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy
Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, Ted Bundy.
It's your boy Teddy back at it again with another prank. Wow, that's fucking.
We're so. Oh,
laughing at this.
oh, this is boring. This is horrible. I was gonna go somewhere, but now because the incel community, like one of their like people they like praise is whatever the fuck his name is, who was also a YouTuber. Jay, you mentioned him. I literally forgot his name.
Elliot Rogers.
Elliot
Ted
Rogers.
Bundy?
Ted Bundy. Yeah, God, we're gonna go with the fact that he has a YouTube channel now. Yeah, but like incels, they praise him. They think of him as like a
this is
saint.
fucking creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Because there's videos of him with his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm
Topic is
watching like videos of
sizzling.
him with his brother, and it's just like normal. Like they're normal.
Mr. Anime is planning something.
That's weird. What was I
It's
gonna
fucking
say?
creepy as hell.
Look at
'cause
his face.
He
He's
has
got a
videos of
Mac,
him
I'm
and his
sorry.
brother and other family members, and it's.
I got a Mac too. Don't mean I'm gonna kill my family.
People who own Macs are killers. Remember that.
All Mac
Nick.
owners are killers.
Okay, here's the thing. All right, let's get out of this for a second.
Where do we start off with
This
this?
is a good topic, though. I mean,
Yeah, 'cause
this
we're
is
actually
good
going
for
more
I
in
like
depth.
This topic, not gonna lie.
It's fucked up, but it's a good topic.
It's fucked, but
Like,
we're
it's
talking
something
about it.
good
Where
to
do we
talk
even
about.
start?
Okay, I'm gonna bring y'all into another story. All right.
We were talking about like the schools. Oh shit.
We
Oh,
were
yeah,
talking
we
about
actually-
school stories, and then Jay went into the one dude.
And then Jay went into.
And then I was like,
and then
school shootings are scary.
yeah,
then
and
we-
Dude,
then
oh my
and then
god.
Nick you started talking about the Mr. Anime Kid.
yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm genuinely so pissed off that my heart drops when I hear a loud bang at school. Do you understand how fucking
Yeah.
stupid that is?
Mm.
I am scared of a gun in a school. Think about that. That
Like-
my parents would never. My parents would never be scared of that stuff. But now I have to make sure people are being sent to school with clear backpacks instead of getting okay. Now let's get into this. Do you guys think that they should help more people get like better gun control, or it's like
The gun control's not gonna do shit.
Yeah,
period?
It's
They're
not.
like
gonna
gun
get
control
they're gonna
cannot do
get shit
anything in
from
this situation.
well, like you know how they ban weed and then people still get drugs. So, I
Mhm.
mean, what the
Exactly.
fuck do you think's gonna happen?
Like they're
Yeah.
trying so much.
Other
Because
people enough, they're gonna
people are
get
like-
it. illegal.
yeah, people are like, we need to get more strict gun policies. I'm like, no, it's literally
That's not.
I'm not kidding you. They get drugs are illegal. They
Yeah,
just don't
and
get
so
Here we
them.
you
are,
think
people
shit
Yeah.
stops? People are still dying from drugs.
Yes.
Is it?
Like
I don't-
it's and the thing it's crazy because
And
people
it's a
think
growing problem.
yes,
You
it's
don't
still
need
such
gun.
a
You
big
don't need gun
thing.
control. You need like things to stop. You need things to stop.
Like
the
our school
shootings
was
from
literally
happening.
talking about getting metal detectors for our school because they were
Like
like
just get okay.
serious.
Here's where I'm standing. Just get rid of guns. Bitches are like, what if someone comes and attack us? We got an army. Like, you think we're gonna go into war? Us, the citizens?
Like,
Isn't
I-
that what
Yeah.
like that was?
And other bitches
But-
would be like self-defense. Like, why would you need to do
this-
that?
Okay,
Why would
Why
you
would
shoot
you
No.
need
someone?
to kill
If
somebody?
they
this
don't
motherfucker
have,
has a
like,
gun.
another
He can
gun.
he can do mass murder easily. So
But
I don't
hey,
think
watch
that's
out!
gonna-
You know, someone's gonna come in my house, piggy bank. No, let's shoot up these kids though. Like, are you
Yeah.
seeing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's
Like-
it's crazy.
And
Oh
and
my
like
god.
like the government wouldn't like ban guns outright because George Washington and all the founding fathers wanted like this. I think it's the Second Amendment, which is like the right to own a gun, which is
Which I
like.
think is hella stupid.
But again,
But tell
that
me
that was
this.
the
Tell me this.
1700s
Yep. Tell me this: are we still fucking running from the Black Plague?
plague.
Are we fucking getting into
Are
wars
we-
every 10 minutes?
Is,
No.
is slavery
Nope.
still legal? Is everything the same as it
Period.
was back then? We like
Are
li-
bitches still
you
getting
can make
killed
another
because they
amendment.
think
You
they're
have done this in
witches?
Yeah.
in the past.
You know that one episode in Parks and Rec where they have to
Oh
get
my
all
god.
the
God
laws?
damn. As Philip
But it is
as
really-
Philip
it is
pulls
really-
in Parks and Rec.
No, but for real
there
though,
is
like
an episode
it's
where
literally I
it's-
don't
they were like,
understand that they think that this old like I
it's
get it. Some of it
old
is
rules.
good because it aged well, but allowing everyone to have a gun at like what age 19? That's oh my god.
I mean, the
But
laws,
they can
laws
own a
and
gun.
shit, they've
They
grown
can't
to like
drink
the age
until
like,
they're 21.
from-
They can't-
Exactly.
Okay,
but
okay. You can take a person's life, but you can't get intoxicated.
Exactly.
yeah, it's kind of stupid.
It's so stupid.
That is stupid.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
God.
Anyways,
stop
I just got
this.
real heated.
Like
Anyway,
I'm still kind of heated about this because the government they have removed amendments before probation. They've banned alcohol, but then they made another amendment to remove it. Just do the same thing again, and it would help the issue. I mean, people are still gonna get guns and stuff like that. That's something that's always gonna happen because like even drugs are illegal, but people still getting heroin on the streets, kind of thing.
Mhm.
But it would
Period.
at least stop like it being so accessible.
Wanna know what pissed me off? Like actually, the Sandy Hook one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's the one I was talking
god.
about. That's the one of the guy with the video I was talking about. There was the Sandy Hook one.
Those were kids, bro.
I really want
Hold
crazy.
up, I'm here. I'll find it. It's
children.
gonna freak you the fuck
What
out.
was that the ones where like the kindergartners?
Mm-hmm. The
Mm.
kindergarteners.
God, that is-
oh my god.
That is horrible.
Like, dude,
We had to sing.
what
Okay,
the
so in
fuck?
choir in 8th grade, we sang a song. Because like our concert was on the day that Sandy Hook happened or whatever.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we sang a song and like for whatever.
Mhm.
And bro, I cried during that song. I was like, can you?
It's like it's it's so fucked up.
Yeah,
Yo.
exactly.
Like, what was the reason though? Like, literally, what was the reason?
reason?
Like, I want to
was the
know what
reason,
was going
bitch?
through this man's head
Yeah.
when he thought that it was okay to shoot up all these children
Like
who
they
had
had lives ahead of
parents.
them.
Yeah, they had all their lives ahead of them, bro. Like they were children. They had not one bad bone in their body,
Oh
but
shit! I think
They
I
they were
died.
they were so innocent, and like they had
Yeah, like
they
what did
they,
they
they
do
were
to
just
deserve
playing
that?
there, and you
Never
just
mind,
had to
never
come
mind.
in
And
and
it's like
It was
it's
a
not to justify that it's okay to kill people that are bad. Like no, it's like they were
I
children. Like
they
oh
they
my
They
did
were
god.
I
they
found I
hadn't
found
done
the video.
anything wrong that they thought was probably wrong.
It wasn't
Mhm.
Sandy Hook. It wasn't Sandy Hook. It was some school in Florida. But here's the video.
Yeah, I
Of
know who
course.
you're talking
Frederick,
about.
the Frederick Douglass High School. No,
Oh
it's
yeah.
No, it's
Was it
Nicholas.
Yeah,
was this the
my bad.
Valentine's Day one?
Nicholas Cruz.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was in
yeah.
February. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Valentine's
it's
Day.
a
Yeah, it was the
Valentine's
Valentine's one.
But it's just the way he talks about it. Like,
Do
it
you know how?
freaks me out
Oh
because
my
What was
he
the
god.
talks about
what
it
was the
so
one?
normally.
Was this also the one it was like on Ash Wednesday? Because I think there was a school shooting, and
I think so.
I remember seeing
I
the
think so.
the photo of the woman like hugging someone, and like she
Her
had
mom.
the cross, like
Oh
the
my
ashes on her forehead, and
god.
I was like,
It
I
literally,
was not
I'm
okay
gonna
when I
cry.
saw that.
Wait,
Oh
what?
my
I don't know
god.
what you're talking
There was a
about.
mom that had just come back from Ash Friday or
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
What's
Sorry.
Ash Wednesday?
I think it's Catholic people.
Yeah, it's Catholics. Hi,
Catholics.
I had to
That's
do it.
whatever the fuck the
Um,
um
it was it. I think that's like this. It was that's what happens with the start of Lent, I believe.
yes,
And it
where
was on
they
Ash Wednesday
like
where they burn palms from Palm Sunday and turn the ashes and then make a cross on the forehead. I
Mhm.
forgot why they do it, but that they do it.
So what happened?
It was on the shooting was on the day, and the woman, I forgot. Oh, it had to be. Was it late in the day or was it early in the day? Math had to have happened, so it might have been early in the day, but because those ashes were fresh, like they were pure black.
yeah.
But it was visible on her forehead, and she might have been hugging her daughter, or I don't know.
I think her daughter died.
Yeah, I'm
and
pretty sure like she was
Here's
hugging.
a picture.
Yeah.
Like her sister or her like
Or like someone she knew. Yep.
Oh my god, that broke me.
I
Oh my god.
Um,
Jesus Christ, bro. I don't think you understand how like terrifying it must be for not only the children that are going to school but the parents that are sending them,
mhm.
knowing that like for ever since I was little my parents wouldn't want to tell me about this stuff because they didn't want me to be scared of going to school. And now that it's happening so frequently, they can't just let it slide. They can't act like everything in this
I
world is
literally-
perfect.
Okay, so freshman year we had like 8 or 9 school shooting threats, and they were so scared. Like everybody was in their backpack search, and I was like texting all the time during school. I was like, literally
Mhm.
don't feel safe here. Mom had to pick me up like 7 times from school because
Yep.
I would have panic attacks over it,
Mhm.
and I would just feel so unsafe. And I was like, why should I feel unsafe in such a safe said place? Like,
Yep.
It should be a safe
Why?
place.
It's like it's oh my god, it's just so sad.
it is. Like my school gets so many threats, and it's disgusting. It's just awful.
all right,
Like
guys.
I was in middle school, and it was just horrible.
It's here's the thing though. It wasn't middle school wasn't as bad, but now that you're in high school and you literally there's so many people you can't get to know all of them, so you don't know what's going through someone's head
Yeah.
or what how
Mhm.
they're being like treated. So you don't know. Like there's no way of you being able to know unless it's someone you personally know. And even at that, there's no way you can look into their mind and
There was
know
this
what's
dude-
happening.
I'm not gonna say his name, but there was this dude in my class,
Yeah.
and he would take pictures of random people, and he'd be like, "I'm gonna keep that for later." And I was
That's
like,
weird.
"Dude, that's not something you do." And I told my teacher, and she was like, "Oh, it's fine. Like, it's fine. Just go back to your seat." And I was like, "Bitch, are you stupid? This man could be planning something." And he would
Mhm.
always like take pictures, and he's like on Discord. That's the thing,
Mm.
because I would look at his phone, and he'd like send them to like his group chat or whatever, be like, "I'm so over these people. Like one of these days, I'm gonna snap." And I'm like,
Oh my
"Ugh."
god.
Mm-mm.
It literally gives me so much anxiety.
Mm-mm.
Luna, like I have a similar story. Luna knows about.
All right, boys, we gotta cut all of that out because I'm sure that's secret information for you, Nick.
I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna put like a long beat with elevator music.
Like,
Please stand by.
Just fucking.
All right, guys.
All right,
Now that we
going
stopped
back
talking
going back
about
to
that,
school.
can I
Go-
finish my things?
yeah, go back to your
yeah,
story
yeah.
that we haven't touched on in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, Jay, go back to your fear.
All right.
What? No,
basically,
that's not
Yeah,
what-
that was what it was.
I'm talking about school
was it?
stories.
No,
Some
it's
bitch
what your
in
school
fourth
was.
grade.
What your school's know? What your class?
Sorry, go.
Some bitch in 4th grade pulled it and started seizing.
Okay, go on.
And then what's another one? They
I gotta pee.
probably when my school caught on fire.
Bro.
Oh, I know. What was it? Oh, my school caught on fire. Yeah, that was it.
Well, I didn't think. Oh yeah, my school burst into
Oh,
flames.
yeah, my school burned down. I forgot.
Luna, by the way, for everyone who's just listening in, Luna just said in
My
chat,
school caught on fire.
WTF, mine too, you ain't special.
No.
California tinks.
California thing. Jay moved to California for 2 seconds to have his school burn up. Luna, go pee.
My bitch go loco. I don't-
My
Yeah.
school loco.
All right.
Maria. All right, what's the next topic?
No, we're still doing
a
this
hot
topic. We have not
topic.
changed the
Well, hold
topic. Luna's going to the bathroom.
What? I thought everybody already told this.
No,
No,
me-
you didn't.
you didn't, and I didn't.
I don't have any. I'm homeschooled. There's
Did your
literally
home
nothing-
catch on fire?
There's literally nothing like in
Bro, you didn't
interesting
get those
about
school
this shit.
shooting threads?
As Philip
Also, are we,
Snapchats
like,
his
talking
mom.
enough?
As Philip Snapchats his mom with that Nerf gun and says, "Don't come to school tomorrow."
Yeah, Philip, why are you
Snapchat.
homeschooled?
Snapchat my
What's
mom.
homeschooled
Me,
like?
why am I homeschooled?
Like, what's it like, too?
Okay. Okay. So first grade and first grade, I went to a private school, and then everything. Oh no. Well, technically, I was old enough for second grade, but they like looked at me and they're like, "You're going in first grade." So I got set
You're
back
in
a grade.
that.
And I basically redid the whole grade. I was like, this is way too easy for me, and I was like the smart kid in the class just because I had already done all that. Yeah, and so before that, everything before that, it was like I was homeschooled before that, but there was a little community homeschool we used to go to. Now I just literally sit at home and do school. But before I used to go to this little community homeschool where everybody, like all the moms, they like bring their kids there, and some like there were some things that had classes, and then some things you like bring your own books and did them at like a table with your
Mhm.
family. And I wish that's the way I was homeschooled, because then I get like I could meet more people, and it'd be way cooler. But my mom was like, nah, and because she also stopped the fucking private school thing because she didn't have enough money for it. So that was also a thing. And what homeschooling is like, it's pretty fucking boring. I gotta fucking say, it's boring as hell. Like I wake up.
Why don't you ever go, like, back to public? Like, why don't you go to...
I have asked my mom thousands of times. She won't let me. Like
Bro, I would have just been like...
she'll be like, is that really what you want to do? And she'll be like, okay, and then she won't fucking do it. And then one day I kept begging her, and she was like, you know you're not doing that, right? I was like, oh, fuck.
What grade are you in?
Anyways, I'm
I'm going into sophomore, so
Phil's
You're
the same age as
a
us.
junior gang.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going into sophomore not like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey guys.
Alright.
What's up, guys? Hey guys.
Luna just came into a conversation.
Anywho, yeah, no, it's like I just wake up and then I go get breakfast and then I do school. Like I just do my school at my desk.
I want to do homeschooling,
Yeah,
but I've literally got like 1 year after this
But-
one and I'm done.
I mean, if you guys want to like sit at home and watch The Office and do your school,
Absolutely god.
honestly.
Dude, it's crazy to think
I
about.
just wish.
After junior year and senior year, I'm done with school. I'm going to college soon.
Are
Like
you
that's
sure?
not soon. But, like,
That's still
soon.
pretty long.
I mean, it
That's
just feels
too-
so soon because it doesn't feel like I'm supposed to be a junior. Maybe because it's like maybe because I'm like 15
You
or
You still got a
childish.
whole junior year, and then you also have a whole
yeah,
senior
but
year, so
I
that's still
don't feel
2
like I'm
years.
supposed to be a junior. Like I literally feel like I'm supposed to be like a freshman still. But no, I'm a junior, bro. And and everybody's driving, and then there's me, baby.
Anywho.
Hey guys, how are we doing today, guys?
Hey
So
guys.
guys,
Um.
All right, so Jerry, you done with your stories?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll go because I have to go because Philip's homeschooled and his house isn't burned down. So
Yeah, I told everything I told. So basically, yeah, I basically told you mine.
go Nick.
so I want to take us back to 5th grade, and my class since 4th grade, at least for elementary school kind of thing.
Elementary.
Hell,
Sorry.
all right. So our classes since 4th grade has been kind of like they cause a ruckus. Our class used to always cause a ruckus, and we also a lot of kids in there used to be disrespectful and kind of like just not caring.
Same.
But 5th grade year apparently was the worst year because like kids in there were always talking like in the middle of class, and like I mean that was the main issue. People would like talk in class, and people wouldn't care when they missed their homework. Apparently our teacher got so fed up with it that she quit. Like it was before the end of the year, it was kind of close. So like the principal's wife had to come in and substitute for the rest of the year.
Oh my god.
And of course that's not the only story there. Oh, Luna's heard me talk about Mr.
Oh my god.
I'm
Oh my
gonna have to
god.
censor that name. I'm gonna have to censor that name because just because. But
Coffee bread.
sure, let's go with that, Mr. Coffee Breath. Yeah, he just loved his 8th grade year. He loved coffee for the love of God. Like his breath. I'd rather jump off of the Eiffel Tower than have to stand next to him.
Ooh,
That's
bad.
yeah, it was like I remember I was like sitting next to him. It was like really early, early in school. Like, let me rephrase that. It was the start of the school year. And like he was talking. Please, he was talking to a kid next to me, and his breath kind of was near me, and I nearly like retched. And also he had like an obsession with having cups in his room and cups and bottles, and I counted every day. I counted how many bottles in his room. There's always 2 there for decoration, and he'd usually have one there that he'd use, like it would be a coffee cup or something like that. I mean, the lowest was 2 because they're always there. Highest was 8.
That's like his room. Censor that.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, he was crazy. He looked like a Jew from the 1940s. I'm not even kidding. He wore this like gray. He wore a gray vest. He had like that like golfer's hat. I don't know what else to call it. It was like a gray
What
golfer's
class
hat.
did he teach?
English and literature.
Oh, English is such a good class.
I know, and I really just hated it because of him. And
oh my god.
like I liked it this year because I liked the teacher, but I didn't like him. And I'm gonna get on to another English teacher like last year, next story. But anyway, he just hated my class. And I remember like one of the kids in the back who was my friend, and he was really disrespectful. Like, he didn't even care. He was like he was a really ghetto white kid, I'll tell you that. But like he was making a ruckus, and my friend and another kid in the class heard him say under his breath like something along the lines of like, you bitch, or something like that, or you goddamn bitch, or something like that, under his breath. And I was like, bitch, I'm gonna get you in trouble, motherfucker. Nothing ever
The
happened.
teacher?
Nothing. Yeah, the teacher. The teacher.
I thought you meant the kid.
No,
Oh
no, no,
my
no,
God.
no, no, no. The teacher. He walked by me and said that under his breath, and he thought none of us heard. 3 of us
He
heard
said what? Wait, what did he say?
something
He said
along the
you were
lines of "you
bitch.
goddamn bitch" under his breath.
Ooh, y'all
My
should get
teacher
him.
cusses
Fine.
all.
Nothing. We didn't do any. Could not. I didn't want to go because I didn't hear it that well, and I was kind of confused. But my
No,
friend,
Jay.
my friend and another girl, and the person he was talking about, apparently they were planning on going to the principal, who we also hated. But
Oh,
nothing
God.
nothing ever happened of it. I don't know. I don't think they could find her, so they couldn't do anything about it, and we forgot about it the next day. Yeah, and that's the story of Coffee Breath. Mostly, he hated our entire class, and we hated him. But the previous year, 7th grade, we had another teacher. I don't know what to call her, but she was a better teacher, but not by much. I'd rather have her than Coffee Breath, but she. Of course, every teacher hated our class because our class was horrible. Um, but she would I remember one day she indirectly called our class garbage.
Aw,
Exact
that's
wording there.
nothing.
Exactly, but like we didn't like that because our class is insane. But she also, when she got mad, like grabbed a desk and slid it to like another side of the room. Like it was very close to the wall like originally, but she like kind of slid it and she yelled at a girl who's being like disrespectful. And I was like, huh? You a teacher and you acting like you too?
Yo, all right, hold on. I'm gonna have to cut in real quick.
That was the end, anyways.
Oh well, y'all remember the teacher that was fucking kids?
What about the volleyball teacher?
The teacher that was fucking the kids in the school. That's her.
What was it, Jessica?
Nope, not at
What
all.
was her
Her
name?
name's. Well, I mean, cut that out.
I'm sorry, I don't like
uh,
that name.
Person. That was
Yeah,
like on
she
Facebook or
was
whatever?
Yeah. I found her Facebook. Okay, no, hold on. So she was the volleyball teacher and a math teacher, and my cousin had her, and then I had her for 2 years. My only cousin only had her for 1 year, and my cousin told me that we're at her school. People that used to go to our school started coming out, like people that were on her volleyball team said that she would walk around in her house in a bikini when they were over for volleyball practice. And I don't know if you guys have ever played volleyball, but volleyball practice is supposed to happen in a field with a net. It happened in her pool with
Of
her
course.
naked. I, we asked one of the boys.
Oh, I got a story for y'all when you're done. Oh, it's
I asked one of the boys, and he was like, "Yeah, she walks around in a bikini," and I was like, "And you don't think that's not okay?" And he
I
was
got
like,
something to
"Well,
tell you.
I mean, like, we don't really." Mike just texted me, and I was about to fucking talk to him. That was scary. Okay. But we asked someone else, and he was like, "No, that doesn't happen." And I'm like, "Okay, I don't know though, because you kind of always up her ass, so right." But
she's probably like,
this
don't
was
tell anybody about our little pool session.
one day after class. I had her class, and then I go to lunch. So I dropped my stuff off because I didn't want to fucking walk to her class. So I dropped my stuff off, and I walked into the room because the door was open, right? So I don't know if y'all know this, but if a teacher's door is open, that means you are invited in.
It's free
Right?
reign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I walked in, and she was
Uh-oh.
Here it
her
is.
desk. Okay, you walk in, and right off the bat, you see her desk. Like it's right there,
Mhm.
right? And then to the left is the whiteboard, and then right, like next to you, right when you walk in, is a bunch of chairs, right? So
Yeah.
I looked to the left because usually she has this like walking desk thing that she does like stuff on, and her projector's on there. So I looked to the left to see if she was there because usually she's there, and she wasn't. So I looked back, like, because I walked in facing that way, and I looked back, and
There it is.
What happened? What happened?
There's a kid sitting in her chair, and she was sitting on the desk facing him. And they weren't doing anything, but if you
Oh,
walk in and you see a kid
see
sitting in
that.
a chair and she's
yeah.
facing him, sitting on the desk, you can guess what I thought I saw. And I'm not even kidding. I did a sharp turn, walked out. It was so scary.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
literally I called Kat. I didn't even fucking talk to Kat. I ran to the bathroom, called Kat. She was like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I need you to come to the bathroom immediately." She thought I was having a panic attack, which I was. And she came and she was like, "What happened?" And I was like, "That bitch, whatever her name is, she was." And then I explained to her what happened. She's like, "Was she getting whatever the fuck?" I was like, "No, she wasn't." Well, I don't think she was. I literally I didn't know what to tell her. And then I was like, this is it. I'm gonna die. Like, uh, she's gonna find out. She's gonna kill me. She's gonna give me an F for her class. I'm not gonna pass." So next day comes around. I'm not even kidding. Called my mom, tell her I was gonna throw up. She picked me up. Didn't go to her class. Next day rolls around. I was dreading going to her class because I thought this bitch was getting eaten out. So I was like, right? So I finally get to her class, and I'm not even kidding, bro. I showed up late, first of all, with a group of people, obviously, so I wouldn't, stick out. And I walked to my desk. I didn't even fucking put my backpack down. I walked to my desk, sat with my backpack, and just stared off.
That's
And
what I
then
do every
she
day.
was talking. She was talking, and then she calls my name. Guys, I was astral projecting, bro. I wasn't there. And she said my name again, and my friend poked me. Natalie, I don't know. She was in Power Rangers. Y'all know that. She
Yeah, I
poked
know who
me,
Natalie is.
and she was like, "They're calling you." And I'm like, "Who?" And I swear to God, I wish it was the office. I wish I got suspended on that day for something I did in a past life. But no, up to her in her desk, and I'm not even kidding, but when I walked up, I looked at her desk where she was sitting, like when I walked in, and where I heard where she was sitting in her chair, and back at where she was sitting. She was like, "So, you needed something?" And I was like, "No." She was like, "You walked into my class yesterday, and you left," and I was like,
Nah,
Bro.
"That wasn't me, bro."
Bro,
And so,
are there
Oh my
windows in this
God.
classroom? There has to be windows, because I'd be like flying headfirst out of that.
oh my God, there's a window right behind her. I should have dove headfirst. But, she she asked me again, like,
Fucking ran.
something you needed, and I was like, "No, I just wanted to drop my stuff off." But then I remembered I left something in the previous class, being the amazing liar that I am. And then she goes, "Oh, okay. You can go back to your desk." I was like, "Yeah, the fuck I can, bitch!" But I didn't say that in real life because
Can I go to your
like
desk?
6'10".
You want me to come to your desk, Miss
Whoa,
Bitch?
Nick. Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
So after that happened, I was convinced that she was doing it with it. I knew, man. I was convinced. Okay. So after that had happened, I don't know if y'all know the guy that I told y'all about that sounds like Tyler the Creator.
Nope.
He was the team captain of the volleyball team. So I was like, I know she's squaring you good if you're the team captain. And then he was like, "No, she's not like that." I'm like, "Don't lie to me." He was like, "She's not." Last day of school rolls around. Guess what bitches start talking? The volleyball boys. They start talking about how she would force them to change in the room with her in the classroom. Do y'all understand that? She would make them change in the classroom.
Yes.
And if they didn't, she'd be like, "What? Are you like insecure about your body?" I'm like, "Is this
I would've
bitch
been like,
stupid?"
yeah.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
There are actual people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Here's the thing, though. This is what fucking fucked me up. All right. One time, my cousin's like boyfriend at the time, God knows, whatever. He told me that she and another teacher were in a classroom together, and there's a bunch of kids in there, and they're all chilling in there or whatever. And that it was the gym teacher, and the gym teacher's like, he's a cool guy, right? But he acts like a jock, right? Like a jock would
Yeah.
act in high school. He acts like that. I'm like, dude, you're a gym teacher. You're 40. Relax, right? But what happened was that gym teacher, these two kids. Okay, I don't know if I told you this, but we're weird. We cuddle. Doesn't matter if you're a guy or girl and a girl. It don't matter. We cuddling. It's just how we were raised. And they were hugging, and the gym teacher said, "I give you $5 if you kiss him." And the math teacher was like, $10 and you do it right now. And everyone was like, ha ha ha. They fucking did it. And they paid them. I'm like, that has to be child prostitution. That has to be. Like, that's
That's
fucking weird.
Oh god, that just.
And
Mm-mm.
what the fuck? Like,
You don't do that.
oh my god.
Like, you could have just stopped it there, bro. You could have just been like,
You could have
what-
just minded your damn.
you could have
business.
been like, yeah, see me after school, ha ha ha, funny. They probably would have done it there too, but no one would see it, and it would be a little bit better.
Period. But everybody saw that shit. I was like, oh my god, this is the most. Okay, story time.
We are
My
doing.
science teacher went to jail.
Go
Okay,
on.
what? I had a science teacher. Her name was. She was a tiny brown angry woman. Obviously, I can see a lot of myself in her.
Do
She
you want me to censor that?
yes. She one day she came up to us, and me and Kat and Mariah, other bitches, y'all don't know about them, but we were sitting. We stay in her class all fucking day. Like, we fuck other classes. We stay in there all the time and eat those super spicy noodles.
Mhm.
Yeah, our stomachs were iron stomachs after that. But we'd sit there, and she'd always have like food cooking. Like, she always had like chicken wings or like fucking barbecue sauce, like dip things. She had like fucking weird shit in there. And I was like, where are you getting all this food? She's like, just like, or whatever. Right?
Mhm.
This bitch went to jail for credit card fraud. Like, she was
Mm.
she was making fake credit cards, using them, and they found her and they sent her to jail. That's why she had so much goddamn food and such
Tag
like
up on the credit card.
good clothes and shit.
Mm.
She was what the fuck?
Imagine.
Oh, the cat was like, if I knew she was in that business, I would have made her give me a car. Like, bitch, me too. The fuck? Free ride to college.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got a
yeah,
story.
Go on.
Okay, great story, Jay.
Basically, this happened at the school next to mine, and oh my god, it's gonna fucking serious. Like, it's bad. So okay, hold on. Okay, so there's a baseball team, and so for the whole year, they're like chilling, whatever, and it was kind of like the story of the
The Bible.
the volleyball team.
Oh.
Cut out.
So they came out and told people that the baseball coach was making them do stuff with them. Oh, you won't believe what they were doing. What I'm about to tell you is not a lie at all. Like, it's real. He would shove. I can't.
Shut up.
Hold
Shut
up.
up.
Did you say
Alright.
Shut
shove?
up.
He would shove baseball bats at.
That's the end of the podcast, folks. Hope you guys.
I did not think. I thought you was gonna say something like way different. I thought you was gonna say something like.
Yeah, I thought you were about to go like
shove
about like
them, in somewhere else.
like
And I
like
was
before
asked,
she
like,
even
I
mentioned
knew-
the baseball bats. I thought she was about to
Yeah,
go
I
something
knew
like
it.
the volleyball coach, where like they would
I
like
thought she
dress
was gonna
down
be
in front of him, kind of
"Psych,
thing.
ah."
It was
But no,
so
you
bad.
actually said it.
And they came out with it, and some of the boys were like, I don't mind it. And I was like, "No, we're getting a baseball bat.
You were
shoved up
getting
your
literally
ass."
raped.
God damn, a whole
Jay.
baseball bat. A whole baseball bat.
God.
Holy
Jay, you can see my in this, but I don't care. I need you to see how my face was the entire time you were talking.
I'm gonna show you my face when I was doing it.
A whole baseball bat.
I told
Think
you
of
I
that
was
shit.
fucking
Think
fall
of that.
up.
Like, wait, all of it, or just like?
The whole fucking baseball bat.
Or is it just yeah, just like, keep pushing it in. No, it couldn't have. It couldn't have. Because
It could no. They would have
because
fucking died.
yeah, because this
Yeah.
obviously like because
Yeah,
it doesn't bend.
baseball
It
bat.
doesn't bend because it would have to stop somewhere.
Yeah.
Because or else it would kind of like
It was so bad. And so
Nah, hold up. We're
no,
not
I'm
just
not
letting
done.
this
I'm
shit slide.
not
There's a
done.
whole fucking
I'm not
baseball bat.
done. I'm not done.
Oh my god.
And he would piss in their mouths.
uh-huh.
The whole baseball
No.
bat. Oh no, hold up. It gets
Uh,
better.
Kentucky Wild, yo. What the fuck?
at this point, I'm assuming he's recording it.
You're thirsty.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I wouldn't
Just
imagine
go
it.
back to the hot game.
It's not
Boys,
finished.
bend down.
He's not in jail. He still works
What?
there.
What?
All right, guys.
Nah.
That's
They need to do like a fucking whole like whatever the thing is with the court case. Like where tons of people come together and just, like
the documentary.
He needs to be hung.
what the fuck.
Salem witch trials.
That deserves a whole fucking documentary.
Salem witch
Okay,
trials.
okay, guys.
Where it's rigged.
Let's do a quick shift from that. Right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to my story time, so we don't have to.
Wait, I'm not finished.
Oh, okay.
Oh god.
Also, there was another school beside me of this volleyball coach. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
What's up
what
with
the fuck?
volleyball? Fuck.
What's up with coaches?
Yeah.
What's
Okay, anyways, he slept
What,
with these two girls and they both got pregnant.
Baby daddy hours.
Like,
The Real
56.
Housewives of Kentucky.
Oh my god.
Oh, and then there's this one. But this girl named
What?
okay, so there's this kind of creepy health teacher in my school, and he looked at my shirt once. Like I had like a little, my shirt was like a V-neck, like and I was like,
Ooh.
and he literally came over to my desk and he was like, "You need help?" I was coloring. Why would I? Tell
Mr. I am baby.
But it was
You're going
like,
out of the line
but I
right
didn't
there.
even notice
Hey,
it.
you're going out of
My
the line.
friends noticed it. My friends noticed it. They were like,
Who the fuck
"Dude,
is
he's
Richard
looking at you."
Adhesive?
Who?
Someone's name is Richard Adhesive.
It's me.
Nick, can you get on top of that?
Anyways,
Richard
And then-
Adhesive.
this girl I used to be best friends with, her name was Butterbubate. And
Alright.
basically, she would like sit
It's,
on his
Andy.
desk, kind of like the volleyball one, but she would sit like back to where he could see her ass.
Mhm.
And they like touch each other. So weird. Mr. You got a case coming for you.
Kinda sensitive.
That's wild.
Mm-mm.
Kentucky, wild.
Okay,
Okay, we
Now,
gotta
let's
cut
get
off
into-
Kentucky and make it a chunkier.
period. Okay, I'm gonna get into the story of her. Okay.
Who?
Okay. Her.
Oh, her.
Okay.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
So St. Patrick's Day. Middle school.
Sorry.
Me and my friend, my best friend at the time, had another friend. Her name was Angelina. And Angelina was a wild child, okay? She was crazy. She was just all over the place, and we loved that. And we were super close with her. One day on St. Patty's Day, we had previously we've had a running joke with us that she likes snorting things, okay, from all sorts of candies, and we just didn't know when it stopped. But we were children, so what did we do? What did we know what we were gonna do? Tell the principal? Okay, right? On this St. Patty's Day, it was maybe our second last period. Yes, it was our second to last period. We were outside and we were playing on the swings, and my friend pushed her a little too hard, and she bonked her head against the metal part of the
Damn.
swing, and
Damn.
she got off and she was like all wobbly. And we asked her if she was okay, and she was laughing. We like, okay, she's fine, right?
Mhm.
This bitch then proceeded to fall over a little piece of like cement and bonk her head on that cement again. And so this girl had hit her head twice. So she started laughing, and then she like really made her way to the bathroom. And so the bell had rang. We were starting to have to go inside when everyone is called to a stop. They blow the whistle. They're like, everyone stop. We're like, shit, what do we do? Right? That's when I see a girl. Let's call her Locus.
Okay.
All right.
She came out of the bathroom crying, and I was like, "What happened? What happened?" Right? Because she was previously with that set Angelina girl,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like,
Uh-huh.
"What happened?" And I walked into the bathroom, and this bitch was on the floor tweaking, and I was like, "Uh-oh." And I walked back out, and mind you, we were little kids, so I was like, "What's happening?" Right? So I hugged Glucose. And I was like, everything's gonna be fine. You know, my fucking motherliness kicked in, and I pulled her away. And we went to go find my best friend. And I told her what had happened, and she started crying. And I was just the only one kind of sitting there, like, like, am I supposed? Okay. I later we went back into class, and at this point, it hit me what was happening, and then the principal walks in, and she calls for me, and I'm like, fuck. And so she pulls me aside, and she's like, talk to you. Like, fuck. And she pulls me to the bathroom, and
Of course.
where she was like tweaking, and there's 4 cops there, an ambulance, and my crying friend. And they pull a big, like, scary cop. And mind you, I was like 13, maybe 12. And there was this giant cop in front of me asking me if I knew why she passed out on the floor. And I was like, no, like I I I didn't know what was happening. I literally had no idea why this cop was asking questions without my parents present, first of all. And
Who's Jacob Diallo?
What?
KJ.
Someone just
Okay.
added me on Snap. Sorry.
But yes, like he was asking me questions, and I was freaking the fuck out. I was so scared. I thought he was like gonna do something to me, and I was panicking. Not only that, I saw behind him, right behind him, I saw my friend being carried away in like a fucking, what are the
A stretcher.
stretcher, and she was unconscious, and I thought she was dead. I was so scared. I was like, it's over. I'm gonna be put into jail. They're gonna think I killed her. It's horrible, right? Like so many things are running through my head. And then finally, the guy finished asking me questions. I don't even think I answered like half of them. I was just spaced out. And so he was like, this girl's not telling me anything. Put her away. So he's like, you can go back to your class. And I'm not even kidding, dude. I was numb. I didn't know what was happening. I was just like not in my body. And this younger teacher, she teached younger kids. She was like, "Hey, are you okay, sweetie? Do you want to talk?" And I just shrugged, and I kept walking. But I got to my class, and I lost. I started bawling my eyes out. I was so scared. I didn't know what was happening. My teacher was like, "Do you need to use the restroom?" I was like, "Yeah, the fuck I need to. I need to not be here right now." So my friend came with me, and we were in the bathroom, and she was asking me what had happened, and I explained everything to her in like sobs. And then we started walking out, and I see the principal run from one class, from um Angelina's homeroom class to the bathroom where she had, passed out.
Yeah.
And it was a big run, but she was fucking sprinting. And she was talking over radio saying that some of the kids had been saying that Angelina has been snorting stuff. And I'm like, shit, we knew that, right? So we're like, uh-oh, but they didn't the kids just had told her that she was snorting stuff. So their first instinct was, this bitch is on crack. Like, right? So finally I had calmed down. I had like, it was okay. I was not crying anymore. Like, my friends were trying to make me feel better. It was put past my head, right? But when I was in the bathroom and I was crying, I had called my sister, and all she heard was me crying, and she was freaking out. And we had gone on lockdown, but only the people walking around were me, the people that saw it, and me and my friend who took me to the bathroom. Everyone else was locked into their classes, right? So my sister couldn't pick me up because we were on lockdown. And I don't know if y'all have been in like that policy where you can't pick up your kid when they're on lockdown.
Yeah.
That's what was happening. So she had just been waiting for at my outside of my school since like 12, maybe. And she finally saw me and she asked me if I was okay. I lost it again. I started bawling my eyes out. She's like, "What's wrong?" And I told her everything happened. And my sister marched straight into that administration office and asked them why the fuck they asked a little tiny brown baby about if she knew why her fucking friend was passed the fuck out with a giant ass cop with a gun in front of her. Like, that shit was scary. I was terrified.
Yeah, cops.
And I
don't
didn't come back
fucking
to school
know.
for 3 days, bitch.
You,
Fuck
oh
that.
my god.
No,
Like
man.
confrontations with cops, he's just weird. Like,
Yeah.
yo, okay. You know my redneck brother? Like the redneck one? Like the
You got a
redneck one?
redneck
Sure.
brother?
Yeah.
The
he's,
oldest one?
Yeah, he's like the darkest one in our family actually. Like, he's really tan. He's got dark hair, dark eyes, but he's a redneck.
Mm-hmm.
Except he like, yeah. Anywho, he's not in the sun a lot. That's why he's really dark. But he, this one time, I don't fucking forgot what he did, but a cop came to our house, and like, I live like, mind you, I live in like the best neighborhood in our town, which is like our town's ass, so it's like a middle class neighborhood, but it's the best neighborhood in our town. So it's like a white suburban neighborhood, right?
Right.
And these cops are coming up, like there's like 2-3 cop cars in our driveway, and we're like, obviously whenever like a cop rolls around a house, we're like, what the fuck's wrong? Because we live in a white suburban neighborhood, so it's like, this shouldn't be happening. And so we see cop lights, we're like, all right, what? And so me and my brothers, we go and hide in like one of the rooms. And my dumb ass, I walked out there and I watched everything happen. I watched the cop sit there and talk to my mom. And so, okay. So I heard a loud, like, we see like cop lights, and I see like this fucking flashlight through our window. And I'm like, all right, hey, yo, they here.
We fucked.
And so I heard a loud ass fucking like bang on the door. And I get scared as hell. Like,
Door,
oh
Ma.
shit, they're here to take us. And so, okay, so my mom was like, okay. And she goes up to the door, and there's this fucking tall ass woman, and she's like 6 foot.
Damn.
Bruh,
maybe
imagine
more.
being built like that.
And
walking
she's like, and she was
kid's
like,
door.
why? Like, she had like a big stature, like, I don't know.
She had a
Anyway,
mustache?
no, no,
What'd you say?
That might have been a
But-
man.
no. It was okay, so my mom opens the door, and there's this fucking lady, this bulky ass lady, and she's like fucking 6 foot, maybe taller. And she's got like her hand on her gun and shit. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck is happening? Because I'm watching it happen, and my mom was like, yes. And apparently, I don't fucking know. So they were like, "Is here?" Because that's my brother's name, right? But it's like and it's not. It's weird.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, I was just telling you why. Okay, so there's like is here. I'm like,
I really want donuts right now.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey guys, I think it's officially time to end this podcast. Sing it.
And,
Thank you for
anyway.
tuning in.
No, listen.
Philip is still continuing his story.
Isn't it? Okay, I'm
really
my
not
story's
listening.
not done. I'm not done.
Anyways, tune in every Saturday for this chaoticness.
Jesus
Dog.
Christ. Dog. The cop is at the door asking for and I just want some.
Alright. So I'm wondering, like, what the fuck, what happened? And she was, so my brother, he wasn't there. He was fucking out. I don't know. He was with
He
his friend.
didn't exist.
Yeah. and my mom's like, what is? Yeah.
He went out to the fifth dimension. You gotta go.
He's a dumbass and he's done some dumbass shit, but we didn't think he like broke any laws. But for a fucking cop to come to our house and ask for him, banging on the fucking door and having like 3 fucking cop cars at the house, obviously he did something.
Or did he?
And
Nothing. Jake.
Just keep
I don't know. I don't even know what you said.
It's fine. Just keep going.
And okay. And apparently he fucking he was trespassing like some fucking like big ass it was like I don't know how to explain it. It was like it was owned by the government and he was trespassing it and he got caught. And so apparently he got away.
I was about to say, why are they coming to the house if he got caught?
Yeah. So he got away and they came to our house expecting like he was there. And so my brother's a criminal. No, I'm joking. But yeah.
I was chased by cops once.
Really?
Yeah.
You were shot by a cop?
I've been chased by one.
Isn't your stepdad a cop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Your
actually,
stepdad
so
shot
that's the whole thing. My stepdad.
No, I wasn't chased by my stepdad. It's just
Oh,
I
I
was
thought
actually
you
chased by
meant
cops.
shot.
Did you not hear the
shot Jay in the heart?
I was chased.
What did
Like
it
me
feel
and my
like?
whole group of friends were chased.
Oh, tased? I thought you.
Chased.
Chase. CHAS.
Tased.
Where'd
Have you guys
get
been
shot
shot
for
with a
chased?
BB gun? That shit hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
My brother put a hole in my chest. I was like,
So you have been shot, but just not by a cop.
yeah.
Anyways.
Fun
I've been
times.
shot by so many things.
Okay.
Jay.
Are you? You better steady, everyone. Steady, everyone.
Anyways,
A
boys.
shotgun.
No.
Do you guys know what time it is?
No,
It's time
I don't know
you
what
to
you
go to
said.
bed.
my stomach hurts.
Oh.
Philip, you need to update your friends so we can group FaceTime.
Right now, do it right now. Philip,
Do it right now.
Second, I'm doing it.
Why are you laughing?
I can't find a.
You told me that you've been telling me to do this for like a week and I haven't.
And you haven't? It's little
Oh, I got a story.
Oh,
So-
God.
One
This
time-
fucking podcast can never end.
In conclusion,
No, I'm telling you, we should have ended it with Philip. Stop. Okay, everyone shut up.
okay.
That was a great story.
All right, guys. So I hope you had a good time. I hope you had fun listening.
Hey guys, we should do that thing that we did on Dirty Laundry, where we all start cutting in from the beginning. Hey guys, I hope you
Hey,
guys enjoyed
guys,
that podcast.
I hope you guys enjoyed that
Oh,
We
podcast.
really, really enjoyed
And
it. It was a really
I hope you had fun. I hope you had a
and
good time
I just
listening
really
in.
want you guys to
And
tune
so
in every Saturday
basically,
where we
subscribe
film
subscribe
and
subscribe to the
like and
channel.
I want
subscribe.
Like and
donuts.
subscribe
Make
to
sure
this
you
video,
hit that
and if you want more videos,
subscribe button.
come back to the channel,
Um,
and you'll
Come
we'll
back
have
to
another
the channel
podcast
if you want any
next
more
Saturday.
videos. Follow
Sunday.
Ignored Sunday.
Sunday.
Hey guys.
No. Thank you all so much
Oh my
for
gosh,
for
guys.
listening into our
Thank you
podcast.
guys.
If you enjoy this, please like it. If you didn't, please dislike it. Give me opinions.
Attention.
Give me attention too. And if you like me and my content, please subscribe.
No.
Thank
Alright,
you
guys,
to
I hope you
Luna.
guys-
Thank you to
Alright, guys,
Jay. Thank you
so
to
much
Philip.
Thank you so much.
Please-
for
Thank
you
watching.
so much,
1,000
guys.
subscribers
And
right
we have
now.
1,000
Can we hit that
Listen
like
to this.
button for each and every single
My
one
phone
of
is
our
updating.
subscribers?
And it's probably gonna take.
Creeper. Oh man.
Oh, man.
Thank you so much.
Hey
Goodbye.
guys.
Gracias.